After seeing many, many videos and tweets and comments of people wanting Justice League Part 2, and even have petitions of Justice League 2 and 3, it's amazing how fans are united against a common foe. It's amazing how people, even fans who did not like Zack Snyder's previous films, say, I want another film out of this. I want another film because this movie feels like an Avengers Infinity War and Endgame feel. It feels like an event. It feels like it's a once in a lifetime experience. And realizing that the company refuses to give you what we want, it is going to be all out war to this. It is going to be tooth to nail just bringing this movie to life and finding out bit by bit. Every single day, there's always news of Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3. Story details. It's like Zack is slowly putting the crumbs of his sequels. And we're all like, why? Why we can't get this? Why? Tell you why. Because Warner Brothers wants yes men. They will do everything in their power just to do it. They do not like Zack Snyder. You could clearly see it. I have to agree with $3 Theater. It's us versus them. Because you can clearly see they don't like Zack Snyder. They don't like us. They call us toxic, cults, whatever. Fine. You want to be that way? Fine. We'll, by all means, take that. But we'll put it in a positive, in a respectful, and beautiful manner. Because us Zack Snyder fans, us DC fans who love his films, want to restore what he made. I get it, Warner Brothers. This is his universe, not yours. You wanted a universe to compete with Marvel, and you failed. You made this universe into a joke after Snyder left. Or should I say, fired. Because you used his daughter as a shield to fired him silently. And you made that horrible version of Justice League. And ruined the Justice League name. And when you have Zack Snyder's version of the Justice League, we're all looking at you and like, you motherfucker. That's like having Disney chop it up on Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, made a shitty ass version out of it, and have that Avengers movie bombed. I wanted to ask everyone, how would you feel if that happened? If you ask me, if that happened, I would be disgusted at Disney. And then find out 5 years later, once we re-release that film and its fullest entirety and completion, and we made that movie back to being what it should have been, we're all looking at Disney and saying, what kind of fucking bullshit is this? Why couldn't you release that fucking movie? That movie could have made $1 billion right then and there. But no, you don't want to do that. Because you're too stupid. Because Zack Snyder is not a yes man. Because he wants to pretty much not agree with you. And he wants to do his own bullshit. I will not be surprised if a big chunk of the audience doesn't go see the latest Batman movie because of what's going on right now with the DC Zack Snyder universe. because people want a universe. They want this universe to be continued. They want it to continue. They want to restore what Zack Snyder did and beyond. Go forward. Look at Marvel. They're not stopping anytime soon. Maybe after they're done with maybe their Avengers, Secret Wars, and Battleworld, maybe then they could reboot their universe and pretty much start from scratch and just go forward, because by that point, Marvel practically did everything, and now it's just reboot it and just make a new Marvel universe, which is more likely that's going to be the end game goal for Marvel. But yeah, I'm just saying, you guys have made the biggest mistake of your life, practically, because now you have unleashed the door of the fullest fuck you, Warner Brothers, I'm not supporting you. You have unleashed this war upon yourselves because now you pretty much don't want to work with Zack Snyder, and you can clearly see the agenda, what Warner Brothers is trying to do. Look at Wonder Woman 84. Look at Birds of Prey. Those two movies are the perfect example. When you look at Birds of Prey, you're scratching your head, where the fuck's Commissioner Gordon? Where the fuck is Batman? Where the hell are they? If this was a Marvel movie, fuck, you would have somebody showing up. Some Marvel character would have appeared if it's their first debut or it's a fan favorite, and I digress. But it's just the point factor. And you really see that in the Marvel movies, in the Marvel shows. I'm talking about the Disney shows, not the Netflix shows. And you really see that this is a universe that thrives and has interactions with its other characters. And if it's the newest character debuting, they're trying to be connected to a bigger universe. And when you know Marvel's going to do the multiverse eventually, and when you see it happen, and when the time comes when they do Secret Wars and House of M and Spider-Verse, they're going to celebrate the Spider-Man films, they're going to celebrate the Marvel movies over the years, the X-Men Fox era, the Sam Raimi and the Mark Webb movies, all these different versions and different alternate timelines. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised some of the What If episodes come into Battleworld and Secret Wars and all that stuff in that gigantic movie. And I will not be surprised it's going to be 4 hours for part 1 and part 2. That would be just as fucking amazing. Thanks, Zack Snyder, for doing that. And we all have to thank Zack Snyder for doing that 4-hour movie concept. Yeah, I mean, it really would say a lot. All I'm asking, and this is just me speaking alone, all I'm asking, just make one movie. Let Zack Snyder put all the stuff that he wants to do in that one movie. Have some of the Ben Affleck Batman movie scripts, ideas, be input on the Justice League sequel. So it'd be kind of like a Batman movie, but also a Justice League sequel to an extent. And you go forward with that. How hard is that? Hell, when Wonder Woman 83 came in HBO, you greenlight Wonder Woman 3. Just because. And we're all just scratching our heads like, why? Why couldn't you do the same with this movie? Why? It boggles your mind. I don't know about anyone, but it boggles mine. I'm literally scratching my head like, in what multiverse does these people don't want money? I mean, they honestly don't give a shit money. Is that really it? It really says that to me. It pretty much tells me they don't care about money. It's all about power and control. If you control what people are doing, and all you have is yes men, then all you're going to have that is yes men. You're not going to have that one motherfucker saying, buddy, I don't think that's a good idea. I think we should do that way. And that's Zack Snyder. He's the type of guy where he's saying, I don't know about that. I think that should be going this way. I don't know. That's just me. I'm just a guy who likes making movies, and that's really it. It just says a lot to people in Warner Brothers. It says a lot when you see all this shit in studios. Hell, I'm fucking glad Disney isn't doing this to Marvel. Dear God, my soul would probably lose it. Because I'm a huge Marvel fan, and I'm talking about like core. Like, I'm a Marvel fan through birth, you could say. And also a DC fan too. Just want to establish that as well. I did grow up with Batman and the Justice League and all that stuff. But I mean, it really is just, it says a lot. It says a lot. And honestly, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be honest with all of you, and I don't know about anyone else's opinion about this. I would love to see your thoughts on all of this stuff. And I plan to do a live stream with a few friends of mine. We're going to talk about the sequels and how we feel about the Warner Brothers saying no to Justice League 2, but yes with Wonder Woman 3. I mean, it baffles you. It really does. I don't know about anyone else, but it just says it to me. I mean, they don't care about money. They don't care about anything but just yes men. Yes men. Yes, Warner Brothers, I will reboot Batman. Yes, Warner Brothers, I'll reboot Superman. And eventually it will be Wonder Woman. Eventually it will be Aquaman. I'm just saying. And also another thing is, why the fuck do we need a Batgirl movie? Why do we need a Batgirl movie when that character was destined for a TV show? Look at the character. Do you see a franchise trilogy off that character? No, thank you. I would rather have that character be a TV character. Only big characters that really deserve it. Unless it's like Batman. I think he works both. That's just me. But the facts are, it really just says a lot. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just fucking me. I mean, I'm just one fucking guy, and I'm just saying how I really feel. I don't know about anyone else. Maybe it's just the fact that I got cheated off a universe that I really wanted to see grow. Just like Marvel did theirs. God, I wish DC had their own studio. At least with them, they could have had somewhat being successful. I would have given them some respect. But instead, we got the corporate fucking assholes named Warner Brothers. The studio that tried to do everything in their power to destroy this universe because it's not what they wanted. I will never respect that studio. I'm glad Disney's not like that at all. I am so glad that's not the case. I am so glad because us Marvel fans, whew, it's a party all the time. And I feel so sorry for all of you DC brothers and sisters. And I really feel your pain. Because it's my pain as well. I remember going to see Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman, thinking this is the start point of what this universe needs to grow. I remember watching Wonder Woman 1, Aquaman, Shazam, the Joss Whedon version, and how embarrassing that was. But yet again, as I looked at it, maybe maybe people are right. Maybe people were right on them pretty much doing self-contained stories and trilogies. That seems like all they're good at. And maybe Zack isn't the right guy to do it. We were wrong on that. It's Warner Brothers. Zack isn't the problem. You may not like his story, but you could never tell me, never, not a single million of years, hell, not one person of me in the multiverse would say, yes, you're right, Warner Brothers is doing the right thing. Absolutely not. Because what that movie did is what we should have gotten. Anyway, I'm done now. You'll probably see another rant video on Warner Brothers, knowing my luck. I enjoy making them. I really do. It's fun for me. It's very fun. I enjoy shitting them. I really do. It's a passion of mine that I'm like, if anyone out of all corporate studios that I would do multiple videos on, it would have to be Warner Brothers. And I don't care what anyone else says. Oh, you're a Snyder cult. Good. I accept that name. And I'll put it as a positive note.